excellent introduction. I'm humbled by it. Dignitaries of the highest order, contemporaries, Toastmasters, friends, a very warm good evening to all of you. Debate. We in, is a formal discussion on a particular matter in which opposing arguments are put forward. We in our lives have seen different type of debates, two-sided opinion which ends in a fist fight, two-sided opinion which ends in hate arguments, two-sided opinion where one outshouts the other and vice versa. All these debates are malicious in nature without any logical end in sight. Looking at the need of the hour, Toastmasters has given us a platform where we learn how a debate should be held in a modern society. We learn not to raise our voices, but to raise the quality of words and sentences. Both sides' opinion is presented with an opportunity to rebut the opposition logically, with definite rules of keeping the respect and integrity of the opposition. Today, we have a blend of experience and youth who are our debaters. They are going to bring out their aptitude through their performance. I wish both the teams all the best. And for the audience, thank you all for joining me on this majestic journey. For the benefit of guests and Toastmasters, let me share with you how the debate will proceed. There are two teams. Team for the motion is called government. Team against the motion is called opposition. For the debate, there are three rounds. The first round is the constructive round. The second round is the rebuttal round. And the third is the summing up round. In each team, there are four debaters. Two are the constructive speakers, one is the rebutter, and the last one is a summing up close. Timing for the debate. Each constructive speaker will be given 5 minutes. The rebutter will get 4 minutes, and the closing speaker will have 3 minutes. In between the speaker's presentation, there will be a minute's silence for the judges to mark their ballot. After the constructive round, the teams will be sent to the respective breakout rooms for 5 minutes to discuss the strategy for rebuttal and close. I would request all of you to please keep your audio on mute. And when called upon, you have to put it on. Judges, please note, the speaking orders have been given to you, but I will say it again. The government side, the first speaker, the constructive speaker is Ibrahim Al-Otebi. Second speaker from the government side is Abdul Latif Naeem. The third speaker, that is the rebutter, is Rohit Nanda. And the fourth speaker, that is the close summing up, is Karina Rahmawati. From the opposition side, the constructive speaker is Mohammad Mufiz. The second speaker is Girish Kadam. The third speaker is Venkat Rengamanar. And the fourth speaker is Ola Adil. I hope the judges have got the names properly and in order. Are we all ready? I see the timers are ready. I see the sergeant at arms are ready. Chief Judge, may I begin the debate?
Yes, sir. You may carry on. Start.
Thank you. Thank you
Let's
very much, Chief.
all the contestant. Yes.
It is resolved that children should not be allowed to watch cartoons as they portray violence. Resolved that children should not be allowed to watch cartoons as they portray violence. I hope that everybody has got the topic. So with that, let's start the debate. Please help me welcome the speaker from the government side, the constructive speaker from the government side, Toastmaster Ibrahim Al Otebi. Over to you, Ibrahim. Check your audio video.
Am I audible to all?
Yes, you're audible
Okay.
and visible.
Fellow Toes and dear guests, good afternoon. And yes, children should not be allowed to watch cartoons as they portray violence. Sounds weird to those who have no clue what today's cartoons are all about. You ask why? Then let me tell you something about it. It is one of the biggest reasons of spreading bullying and physical violence, which caused a lot of suicide cases, unfortunately, among those poor kids. Why and how? Because the spices of today's cartoons is basically violence. And if you want to make sure, go through all of the trendy cartoons and you will know what I'm talking about. And let me give you a little bit of examples. And this is just a few. One, Teen Titans Go, the two Family Guys, Naruto, the one who cut people's organs, One Piece, the cartoon that has no peace, Dragon Ball that is all about explosion and killing the opponents, Rick and Rondi, the powerful and the Powerpuff Girls, two little girls has been made in a lab, and they're little cutie. They have no parents and they have a lot of guns. The Simpson, that cartoon that full of racism and really bad language that encourage hatred. And it is almost impossible to find those rare, nice cartoons in the trend. And if you go to any kid and just listen to their conversation about the cartoons that they watch, they never go, oh, did you see that informational cartoon? I really like it. No, they always go with the violent cartoon because they think it's way cooler, which lead me to the second point, misleading the new generation. Misleading the new generation by flipping the principles upside down and destroy the principles, because all of the intensive violence that the kids see through these cartoons, and they literally brainwash them to the point that they believe that whoever can punch can control and can lead. And you can't imagine that. And some of you might say, it's It's just cartoons, for God's sake. Do nothing. Well, let me tell you something. In this kind of age, those kids have no awareness. So what they follow is the strategy of monkey see, monkey do. So whatever they see, they apply in real life. I have two little cousins, Ahmed and Saleh. And that happened, by the way, 3 months ago. Ahmed broke his leg, and the parents rush into him and ask him, what happened? What is going on? How did that happen? And the conversation was, we were trying to copy the Naruto fight. So when you see that little incident, it's an example. If those little kids did that and they're 9 years old or 12 years old, what's going to happen when they are getting older? Family Guy, for instance, they destroy the family principles because the younger shout at the older, the parents are stupid, they look stupid.
Hello, speaker is unmute. Can you, sorry, mute. Can you unmute, please?
Yeah, Zoom master, if you can help.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes, I am doing it.
I will never let my kids watch these cartoons because I don't want them to be the criminal in the future. Thank you, and back to you.
Unmute yourself, sir.
Please be silent for a minute for the judges to mark their ballots. Timer, please inform me of after 1 minute. I would request each one in this room to please keep your audio on mute and video off. Thank you. If the time allotted to the speaker gets over, the Zoom master will automatically mute the speaker.
One minute over. MOC, 1 minute over.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, timer. Thank you, timer. Let me call upon the speaker from the opposition, Toastmaster Mohammed Mofizuddin. Over to you, Mohammed Mofizuddin. Check your audio and video.
Am I audible?
Mohammed yeah. Yes, you are.
Hands up. Give all your money, I will buy chocolate. Otherwise, I will beat you. I will cut you. I will kill you. I'm a child. I learn everything by watching cartoons. Maybe this is happening to our government team. We all know the true meaning of violence defined by WHO. Good afternoon, Toastmasters and guests. The motion of the floor is children should not be allowed to watch cartoons as they portray violence. And our team stands against the motion. Now the question is, how it's relevant to children by watching cartoons? Swami Vivekananda said, do not believe a thing because you have read about it in a book. After I received the debate topic, I started from last 2 days watching all the famous cartoons that the children mostly used to watch. And I did not find any violence that could be portray violence. Okay, now talking about some of the facts and figures. Jan 2020, Arab News said that 72% GCC people voted that Captain Majid is the favorite cartoon. An 11-year-old student highly passionate about football. Captain Majid's goal to become a pro football player in future, and the children are taught how to pursue the passion, work, task, and rely on team. Cartoon teach and educate moral values that would install a sense of obligation, decency, punctuality, kindness. As per the European Journal Psychology and Rehabilitation Studies, Volume 1, 2020, states that cartoon helping children to cognitive development, enhance creativity, promote laughter, and release stress. And another research article by Dr. Silas and team from International Journal of Community Medicine and Public Health, June 16, India, and the sample size was 200 children. They came up that children, after watching cartoons, enhance their communication skills by 53%, and 76% children showed that improved their grasping capacity and the ability as well. Sharing and helping nature improved by 70%. So not only that, an article by D. Valente, Time Out, New York Kids 20, some of the famous cartoons like Disney cartoons, superheroes, Superman, Avengers, Harry Potter, etc. And all teaches child how to find against the evil, protect the world, saving the life of people. How we can forget about Tom and Jerry? It's funny fighting and challenging each other, binding tails, squeezing the body, and coming back to reset, full of comedy. This is nothing portray violence, rather than Jerry teach child how to overcome the fear and stay together. I have given ample numbers of data, relevance, logics to the floor. And as a conclusion, there is no relevance that children should not be allowed to watch cartoons at the portray violence. And finally, my humble request to the judges, I urge you to reject the motion. Back to you, moderator. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Mohammed Mofizuddin. Please be silent for a minute for the judges to mark their ballots.
Mr. Moderator, 1 minute over.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Timer. Coming back to our debate, let me call the speaker from the government to put his viewpoint. Toastmaster Abdul Latif Al Naeem. Please help me welcome Abdul Latif Al Naeem. Please check your audio and video.
Hello. Can everybody hear me?
Yes. You're audible and visible.
Fellow Toastmaster and dear guest, good evening. Children should not be allowed to watch cartoon as they portray violence. Okay. When I heard that our debate is going to be about this subject, I get very emotional. Because this topic is crucial for us, and most importantly, our children. Who wants their children to be violent? Every one of us here wants the best of our children. We know how it's complicated these days to raise a child. The problem is some parents think that if you let your child in the home in front of the TV or their iPad, they will be in a good hand. But let me give you some of the real facts. Children have become much more interested in cartoon over many years, and it has become their most common interest even now. This has become a problem because most children are watching too much cartoons program, and they have become violent and addictive. A study was conducted on 200 children of 5 to 15 years of age watching cartoon programs in India city, an indoor city in India for 4 months. The study has been shown 33% of children showed an increased violent behavior. 64% of children neglect things told by parents while watching cartoon programs. 45% of children throw things and become violent when parents either switch off television or ask him to do some other work. 81% of children have shown an increased interest in a creative subject. As you can see, cartoons programs had significant affect behavior of children. Majority of the children behave the way they watch people performing activities on the television screen and follow them in everyday life. So it's not only about the screen time for children who watch cartoons these days, but contact counts too. Rick and Morty is one of the most popular cartoons these days. It's basically talked about awkward teenager boy and his mad scientist alcoholic's grandfather who often takes him on dangerous adventure. And I'm not one of the fan of this show, but I know this show is very popular these days. And I just saw, just a couple hours ago, some scene of this show. There's a lot of blood, there's a lot of death, there is a lot of violence. You don't want to let your child watch these scenes. What's really important for parents to allow the kids to watch TV is to control what they are watching on TV. So they would get a better idea about the world and having more time in social interaction. And that's helped the kid grow healthy and reach great higher in his education. Back to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Abdul Latif. Please be silent for a moment, for a minute, for the judges to mark their ballot.
Mr. Moderator, 1 minute over.
Thank you, timer. Opposition Speaker Girish Kadam. Opposition Speaker Girish Kadam, please check your audio and video. Over to you.
Just can this Zoom master unmute my video?
I can hear you, but I cannot see you.
I can hear, but this video.
Zoom Master, can you please oblige? Yes.
Yeah. Okay, can you hear me properly?
Yeah. Yes.
A statement by Spider-Man: with strength comes the responsibility, still vibrates in my ears. Cartoon gives such a positive and educative messages. It builds our future society. Dear fellow Toastmasters and honorable guests, good afternoon. Here, I want to refer to my own experience with my son and his friends. When he was a kid, the alphabets and the rhymes, we taught him with cartoons. We together with him enjoyed the feeling. Okido, very interesting show. A few days back, my son came up and said to me, Papa, do you know everything is made of atoms? I was pleasantly surprised. I quickly asked him, how do you know? And he responded, I saw Okido. Is not it amazing, parents and all the Toastmasters? I want to refer to some incredible cartoons shows which enhance learning and make the screen time a worthwhile. They strengthen our basic learning. It is be it science, maths, general studies, general awareness, languages, building, anything. Some shows focus on enhancing the values of life skills so that children are able to see safely through the life, making the friends, dealing with them, character building. Children out of the confined classroom teach them at the time when they are relaxed so that they are able to absorb the best knowledge. Children have even proved to perform better by gaining ample knowledge and have developed sensitivity towards others, imbibing the morals. Cyber Chase is an award-winning research-oriented adventure series that helps children to develop math and solving problems. Special mention of this pandemic, when we have developed the cartoon learning, we would have felt lost. Indian Embassy School in Dammam. The children are studying through Baiju.com. which is developed by Disney cartoon-based app. The children fall in love with learning the English concept, the vocabulary, pronunciation reinforced in, and there are quizzes and whatnot. It is a real-time development. As a parent, we can see that the parents are happy. Likewise, there are so many other apps like Arthur, the sibling arguments. You know that we have to have interactive siblings so that they should know how to argue with the siblings. Maybe there is something, so how to deal with them. So it is learning. And there is an app called Nutri, which teaches them the health benefits and what to eat, why. There is an app called Sid, the kid, science kid, where the students learn, the kid learns about so many science aspects. There is an app called Neighborhood, where they teach how to deal with your neighbor, friends, and maybe the very delicate one is when you lose someone very dear and near, how to deal with it. The child is not aware about it. It is told in a very delightful and which goes, the meaning goes, and that the children learns. With this, what I want to conclude is the topic which we have said, that the children should not, the children should not be allowed to watch the cartoons. I totally disagree. I, moderator and the chief judge, please, I am not, myself and my team are not with it. Back to the moderator.
Thank you. Thank you, Girish Kadam. Please be silent for the judges to mark their ballot. In the meantime, Zoom Master, can you please take the respective teams in the breakout room? Toastmasters, Toastmasters who are Toastmasters and guests who are all in this room, we presently are going to have a break of 5 minutes, exactly 5 minutes. Behind you is tea and coffee and some snacks, courtesy Area 43. Please go have it and come back within the stipulated time, because we are going to have the most exciting round you ever see, the rebuttal round. So for 5 minutes, the time starts now. Timer.
Can I speak to my
Timer, please inform when the 5 minutes are over.
Yeah, the time start from the breakout room open from that time to 5 minutes. Because
Already started noting, sir.
Yeah,
open
okay.
now.
4 minutes over right now.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
The time start when the breakout room created.
Once all the speaker gone inside the breakout room, Sakila started the time. Maybe she will end now. After 5 minutes over, she will end. Yes, Venkat already messaged. We are ready. Yeah, people are started to come. If they are not coming, 5 minutes, you close the breakout room, madam.
Yes, sir, I will do that.
Okay. Okay, time
Okay.
moderator 5 minutes over.
Thank you, Timer. Zoom Master, are all the participants in the room?
So I closed the breakout room right now.
Yeah, but can you see all the participants in the room?
I think all are here.
All are there?
Yes, yes.
Okay, great. Okay, let's start with the rebuttal round. And for that,
Sir, please mention the time, sir. Please mention the time for rebuttal with the speakers.
okay, once again, okay. The rebuttal round time is 4 minutes. 3 minutes, the red card will be shown. 3.5 minutes, the yellow card will be shown. 3.50, the red card will be shown, and it will show up to 4 minutes. And the speaker will be muted exactly at 4 minutes. So let's begin to the rebuttal round. Please help me welcome the speaker from the opposition side, Toastmaster Venkat. Over to you, Toastmaster Venkat. Please check your audio and video.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
And can you see me also?
Yes, I can see you.
Good afternoon, Toastmasters and leaders. And a very good afternoon to our worthy opponents. Our worthy opponents were finding it very, very difficult to talk about the topic in favor. They were against the topic only. Our worthy opponent, constructive speaker number 1, he said what was there in his heart. He came out openly and said, the topic sounds weird. That is a positive note for us. Definitely, he cannot prevent his children from watching cartoons. He will encourage every child of his home to watch cartoons. I can understand. He presented a data that there is bullying, violence, physical violence, and suicides. My dear friend, from where you got this data, don't make general statements. Here, we have to have substantial backup, substantial proofs when you make such a statement. Nowhere such data is existing that kids were involved in suicide watching cartoons. I can categorically reject this statement of our worthy opponent. Worthy opponent said, kids, when they talk, they don't talk about informational cartoons or about games or anything. They talk about violence. If they don't talk about cartoons, they will be adults. They will no more be a child. They have to talk about laughter, fun, enjoyment. That is the child psychology. That is what they will do. You have to, child has to remain child, not an adult. Behave like an adult and be a child. Therefore, I don't see any validity in his statement. He said there are so many cartoons. He narrated Naruto, Powerpuffs. I'm feeling very sorry, my friend. You can see at the back of me, the cartoon pictures. There are thousands of cartoons, thousands of value-adding cartoons, which you can watch, enjoy, and really it will boost your positive thoughts. It will boost your endomorphins such that you will really feel energetic. Therefore, please go and watch those cartoons. Don't select the cartoons which is being watched least, or which has got some age restrictions, or which has been clearly designed for adults, not for children. Therefore, kindly select cartoons which is being specifically designed for children. That will give you the right kind of value addition to you. Then our worthy opponent said, two of his cousins, Ahmad and Saleh. I really feel sorry for Ahmad that he broke his leg, but it no way the kids will break their leg seeing a cartoon. They will always play. During the play, when they are playing games, the accidents will happen. Therefore, it is not the reason for the cartoon which is caused a breakage of their leg. Therefore, that is not the valid reason. You go and ask them, they would have played rigorously, or some during the sport, something would have happened to them. I am really wondering. Our worthy opponent said that he doesn't want his kids to become criminals. How many children have become criminals? Do we have any such data that they watched cartoon and they became criminals? I don't trust it. Therefore, our constructive speaker number 2 has really talked in favor of us. He said parental guidance is needed. Yes, parents, where were you? How you are monitoring your kids? What education you are giving to the kids? How you are clarifying to the kids? Therefore, our stand is we should allow kids to watch cartoon. With this note, I would like to hand over back to the moderator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Venkat. Please be silent for a minute for the judges to mark their ballot.
One minute over, sir. 1 minute over.
Thank you, timer. Thank you, timer. Now, the rebutter from the government side. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Rohit Nanda. Over to you, Rohit Nanda. Please check your audio and video.
Can you hear me and see me?
Yes, we can. Go ahead.
An excellent afternoon to all the audience present over here. Today, I'm in the government side. I truly believe that the cartoons that are being telecasted nowadays, it's a big mistake that is being done to the children. The opponent team stated few minutes back, like with some few inaccurate details, which are not deliberate at all. The violence he just portrayed at the beginning of his speech clearly shows how kids could be vulnerable to such kind of violence. We as adults, we are vulnerable to some bad things nowadays, but still the kids, how they take it, they do what they see all the time. And we also know the mindset of the children. Whatever they see, they immediately adapt it and they put it into practice. And if there is any violent scene, if there is any poking or anything like that, they do implement in their lives. That's what really happens. And if we talk about the good things about the cartoons, like if we said about the creativity, relieving of stress, and the communication skills, what about having puzzles for creativity? And what about going out for a play in summer? That will release the stress right after playing. And in the same way, communication. Communication is not about sitting at home and watching in TV and improving yourself. It's more about one-to-one communication and the social interaction which you make with your parents or with your elders or kids, anyone like that. That is the best way of communication. So don't compare, like we can have better communication through the cartoons and all. That's not right at all, not at all right. And I see the second constructive speaker who said a lot of good things about the like cartoons and all. Of course, there are some positives about these cartoons, but when these positive things are being considered, that can be replaced. Like if you say there are few things that are to be learned, there are better ways that can be learned instead of cartoons. Okay, and when these kids are being adaptable to this violence, they even don't know what they are doing in the future. In this case, like when a child is prone to violence, they don't know how they will be behaving in future. If they are doing that and they really don't know it, once a kid is broke, then he will not be got back to normal stage in a simple way. So it's always better to build a strong children rather than being susceptible for the violence which is happening nowadays. And I know there is some statistics and all. According to the academy, like American Academy of Pediatricians, they say that kids who watch cartoons are more susceptible to the violence, and they tend to be more nervous and more negative and disobedient, aggressive. There are various reasons that are being happening nowadays. And I strongly urge, like we as adults or the parents who have been nurturing their kids, they have to be aware what is really happening with their kids. Currently, if we think about the top rated cartoons which we see in the IMDb, all the top 10, if you consider out of top 10, like top 6 are adult and violent. And of course, it's not being telecasted in the TV, but still it is prone. It is easily susceptible for violence, so that the kid is damaging his future. Instead of building a better career, he is going in the wrong track. So I strongly urge that each and every one of us should be aware of this stuff. Like our kids and our nephews or nieces, anyone it could be, they should not be prone to the violence. They have to be watching some good things. And of course, nowadays the cartoons are portraying a lot of violence than ever before. It's not like the olden days, it's not the 80s or it's not the 90s. Coming to this modern century, the story is little different, and we have to be aware of that, and hope you have got an idea about that. Thank you very much. Back to the moderator.
Is my voice audible?
Yes, you are.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmaster and honored guests. During the course of this debate, my team has proven and demonstrated that children are negatively affected by violence displayed in cartoon they watch. Let me reiterate the points that our constructive speaker said. First, children, in fact, imitate what they see. Most of the trendy cartoons nowadays, remember, trendy cartoons are full of violence, fighting, killing, cutting organs. This will lead children to do bullying and physical violence, not only to others, but only to themselves. Watching cartoon can also lead to destroy family principle. Children saw cartoon in which parents look stupid, or children yell at parents. Children will think that this is common. And second point, based on the experiment published in the International Journal of Community Medicine and Public Health in 2016, 33% increase of violence while they are watching cartoon. 64% neglect things that their parents told them, and 45% threw things and be violent when their parents asked them to switch off the TV. We surely cannot neglect this statistic. If this can happen to the children in indoor where the experiment is taken, this definitely can happen to our children. Fellow Toastmaster and honored guests, our team has established with fact, statistic, and logic that most children watch trendy cartoons full of violence. Our children will be exposed to violence, and they will grow with it and stay with it forever. We strongly believe that we shouldn't risk our children by letting them watch cartoon. Therefore, our team firmly requests that this House agree to the motion that children should not be allowed to watch cartoon as they portray violence. Back to you, Mr. Moderator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Karina. Please be silent for a minute for the judges to mark their ballot. In the meantime, as we have finished the debate, I would request the Zoom master to please transfer the chief judge and his tally counter to the breakout room for finalizing the results. And when you're done with, please come back to me so that we can start distributing the certificates.
Go, I have some work. I will come back to you. Chief Judge and who else?
Chief Judge and the tally counter, Uma Rao.
Yes, sir. Done already.
Great. So they will be there, and when they come back, we will come to know about it. In the meantime, let's start distributing the certificate to our role bearers, the assignees. Zoom Master, are you ready?
Just a second, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll start with Sergeant at Arms. The first one, DTM A.T. Pillai. A.T. Pillai. Please give a round of applause to A.T. Pillai for his services. The second one is Toastmaster Akil Ulessari. Akil Ulessari for his distinguished services. Thank you, Akil. Now, coming to the timer, DTM Parag Patil. Please give a round of applause to Parag Patil for excellent work done. And to assist him is Toastmaster Lakshman Domatti. Thank you, Parag, and thank you, Lakshman. Tally counter, somebody else please collect the tally counter because he's in the breakout room. DTM Uma Rao. Thank you. We come to the distinguished services. DTM Vinod Kumar. DTM Vinod Kumar for his distinguished services, which is going to happen. Zoom Master. Toastmaster Shakila Shakir. Thank you, Shakila, for an excellent job. To assist Toastmaster Shakila was Toastmaster Sultan Ahmed. Please give a round of applause to Sultan Ahmed. All the assignees which we have just mentioned in the certificate to please on your video for a group photograph, for the assignees photograph.
Stop share screening.
Yeah, assignees Area director, please on your video too.
It cannot open that one.
Yes. Yeah. And the assignees, please on your video for a group photograph. The photographer, please click.
Please, roll call. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Toastmaster Shakila, let's go to the second distribution of certificates. That is the participants. From the government side. Are you ready, Toastmaster Shakila?
Sir, just give me a minute.
Yes, okay.
Yes, sir.
From the government side, first one, Ibrahim Al-Otebi, Toastmaster Ibrahim Al-Otebi. Round of applause for him. Second speaker, Abdul Latif Al-Naeem. Abdul Latif Al-Naeem. Please give a round of applause to Abdul Latif. Third speaker from the government side, Rohit Nanda. A round of applause. And the fourth speaker, Karina Rahmawati. Karina Rahmawati. Government side, please on your video. Please on your video. No, just a minute. Let us take a photograph of the government side. Area director, please on your video. And the government side, please on your video for a group photograph. Okay, you can just say yes whenever you are ready. Are we done with? Thank you. Thank you. Okay. From the opposition side, thank you very much. Please off your video. From the opposition side, please. Yes, Venkat Toastmaster Venkat Rangamanar. Venkat Rangamanar. Please give a round of applause to Venkat. The second speaker from the opposition side, Girish Kadam. A round of applause for Girish. The third speaker from the opposition, Muhammad Mofizuddin. A round of applause, Muhammad. And finally, the fourth speaker, Ola Adil. A round of applause to Toastmaster Ola Adil. Request all the opposition side to please on your video to click a photograph.
Yes, my video is not switching on, sir.
1 minute.
Zoom master will click.
I will help it, sir.
I can see you. I can see you. I can see you.
Yeah. Zoom master is very strict.
Yeah. Still 2 videos are still on. One more. Mofizuddin.
Mofiz.
Ola is Ola there?
Ola is here. Mofiz video still to come.
Mofiz, your video.
Yeah, got it.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Yeah, great.
1, 2, 3.
Thank you.
Mofiz is already celebrating.
Thank you. Now I would please request the government and the opposition to please click on your video for a group photograph with the area director in sequence.
Yes, please. All assignees also can come now.
As you wish.
Assignees.
If you want assignees, you can have it afterwards.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. All the people are here. 1, 2, 3. Ibrahim.
All the participants.
All the participants.
All the participants. All the participants.
Oh, Ibrahim is here. Okay. Forget. Okay.
Yes.
Rahmat. Ola is here. Okay.
Karina is, yeah, okay.
Yeah, nice.
Great.
Okay, please smile. 1, 2, 3. Done. Thank you.
Thank you. Please do not off your video. I would request the assignees also to join in and have a group photograph. All the assignees.
Timer. Parag Patel. Yes.
All the assignees.
Lakshman. Okay. Thank you. Sultan.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, I'm taking photo. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Okay, that ends the distributions of certificates. Okay, let's go to the next. In the meantime, we are waiting for our chief judge to come out with a bag full of results. Please help me welcome for the audience feedback. Please help me welcome a gentleman who is the past area governor, who is an oil tycoon because he's the president of the Black Gold Club. He is a very good dear friend and we go a long way. And he is every time I have seen him take center stage, he has raised the bar. Please help me welcome Toastmaster DTM, Vinod Kumar. Vinod Kumar, over to you.
Thank you very much. Our moderator DTM Zahir Sheikh, because Dr. Sheikh Shakilanjim is coming on my tongue always. Zahir Sheikh and our area 43 director, Toastmaster Mohan Dos, and all other dignitaries, past and present. Thank you. You now put me in a place where I have to raise my bar still, because by that sentence, you put me there. Well, let's go for the feedback after an exciting debate. We had an exciting debate, and then let's hear the feedback from some of our leaders who are present here. And I would like to call our district top leaders are not here as of now. So I would like to go for the next as the officer here. That is DTM Narasimha Rao. I saw him few minutes back. DTM Narasimha Rao, are you there? Please give us your feedback, sir. DTM Narasimha Rao, he is the current district officer and he is current financial manager. And to ensure that we have more number of speakers, what we will try to do is we will have to have 1 minute for each speaker. So the timer, please take care of it. The timer, are you there? Hello, timer. Hello, Mr. Timer. Parag Patel, are you there? I think we have the Parag Patel is not there.
Yeah, no, I'm there.
Okay. Parag Patel, can you just show when 1 minute is passed? We will give them that indication so that we will try to include more leaders.
Okay.
So the first leader is DTM Narasimha Rao Rampallil. He is the current district finance manager of District 79. I would request him to please give us your comments.
Respected Area 43 Director, Distinguished Toastmaster Mohan Das, MC, all the role players, our respected current, past, district, division, area dignitaries, officers, and our contestants in this debate session. Good evening already to one and all. Thank you so much for giving this opportunity to speak, to address this gathering. I'm so honored. From the beginning, I was watching this session and it's really arranged in a systematic manner. Everyone did wonderful job. As usual, our contestants, our debaters, really, I loved it from my core of my heart. You all, each and every debater rocked today on this virtual platform. Everyone is a winner, and congratulations to Area 43 for initiating and conducting this debate session. Congratulations to distinguished Toastmaster Mohandas and all our members. My friends all are here. Each and everyone, good evening and thank you so much. Back to.
Thank you. Thank you very much for that wonderful feedback. And I would like to now request our current Division J Director, DTM Shankaran Unni, to give his comments. Division J Director, I hope you are there. Division J Director Shankaran Unni, are you there?
Thank
Yes,
you,
sir.
DTM
Yeah.
Kumar, all leaders here. Good evening to every one of you. Today, I witnessed an energetic contest, which is new in our Toastmasters fraternity. This year, Division J is conducted two contests. One is tall tale, and now we are witnessing the debate contest. Actually, it is all a learning process for all our Toastmasters. We know how to compete in several topics, humorous, international, and evaluation speeches. But it is a new thing for we are going to witness and we have to learn. According to me, when we conducting the tall tales as well as the debates, I made an homework with sitting with the DTM Abdul Ghaffur and DTM Sheikh Shakil and Shum and DTM Sahi Sheikh and DTM Abu Bakr Nasir to know what is this contest. I collected two workshops. One like 2 hours, another one 1 hour. It's I learned, and day before yesterday I sat with Abu Bakr Nasir and DTM Sahi 1.5 hours with my kids to learn about it. So in short, what I am telling, these things we are giving opportunity to learn, and we are giving this opportunity to our members, to the grassroots level, to the club members. That is the beauty of Toastmasters. That for that we are here. So when we are bringing such idea, we leaders have to learn it and exhibit it and pass to the new generation. That is what we are doing here. And congratulations to Toastmaster Mohandos for this opportunity given to his club members. And we should look forward to bring members, enroll them, educate them, and enrich them. That is the motto of Division J. Thank you for giving this opportunity. Back to DTM Vinod Kumar. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Division J Director, for those encouraging words. And now I would like to call, since our Area 32 Director, current Area 32 Director is not here, I would request our past Area 32 Director, DTM Uma Venkat. Can you please give your comments, madam? Are you there on DTM Uma Venkat? Are you there? Well, I'm
Yes,
not. Is she there? Yep.
Hello, moderator. I was
Yes.
in another meeting. No problem. I have joined now. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and leaders of Area 43 and District 79. Today's debate contest was really interesting because of the topic and because of the team players. They were very good in keeping their points on their side. I enjoyed thoroughly and I wish all the best for all the 8 contestants. They all are winners today. I hope all the audience along with me enjoyed today's topic and also the contest. I wish you all the best and over to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, DTM Uma Vengat, for those encouragement to the contestants. And now I would request our past Division J director, that is, since our immediate past Division J director is a contestant, I wouldn't like to call him. On the other hand, I would like to call the past Division J director rather, DTM Abdul Fateh Nail. Can I request Abdul Fateh Nail to please give your comments on this debate session today, sir? Are you there? Hello? DTM Abdul Fateh Nail. It seems he is not responding. Okay, so I'll go to the next one. Can I request the next, our DTM Gafur, our immediate past PQD, Program Quality Director of District 79, is here with us. I saw him in the audience. Can I request his feedback? I think he's also not there.
Samir is raising the hand. DTM Samir.
Sorry, DTM Samir. DTM Samir, yes,
Yes,
you are
I'm
there
here.
already there in our list. Yes. Okay, DTM Samir Yunus, I saw you from the beginning of the debate also, and that is why I put you also in my list, and I was going to call you. And DTM Samir Yunus, please give us your feedback.
Now, it's an excellent debate. People were prepared. I don't like the theatrical or the scenario of having 4 people conducting episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, and 4. In my mind, usually, a debate is between 2 people because the same person will present part 1 and then part 2 and part 3. So to look at this from a scripted scenario type of thing, where you have 4 participants, each one presenting a different part, that's somehow odd. However, that's part of the learning curve we learn, because eventually one of us or more will be debating using or conducting all 4 parts. I realized another thing from this session, that it is really hard for judges. Thank God I wasn't a judge for this debate. It's really hard for judges to decide on who's the best debater when you yourself has an opinion favoring one team or the other in terms of content. Because personally, I'm not against children watching cartoons, because you can choose from those, the good and the bad. So whatever the first team said about not letting children watch cartoons, I was filtering that. So I wouldn't have served as a good judge in this debate. But there were some interesting arguments from both parties, even from the team that mentioned things that I personally would have mentioned myself. But so it was a good reflection moment. All in all, it's a very well organized event. I encourage you to do more. And it will be nice to publish the recording, since this debate is recorded, because there were some moments that I would like to go back to and share with some of my family members, maybe my children, regarding this particular topic. Thank you again, and I'm looking forward to be part of the next event. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the feedback. I'm sure they have recorded the program, and I'm sure you'll be getting it soon. I'm sure our Area 43 director was telling that they have recorded the program. And it is encouraging to hear that, yes, you sure will be sharing with your children also. That is very encouraging to hear. And then our DTM Raju, we have DTM Raju, a veteran. He's an expert. He's been there. I know him now because since he's continuously attending OSS Toastmaster Club, and he's a veteran. And I would request him to please give us your feedback.
Yeah, thank you, Vinod, for giving me this opportunity. Uh, I must first of all congratulate both the teams. They have put in quite a spirited performance, and it was quite encouraging seeing the speakers from different viewpoints. However, having said this, here are a few suggestions for probably the audience or the contestants in the next debate. In debate, the motion, the wording of the motion is extremely important. Like in a speech to a message, every debate, every person who is participating in the debate, his theme should be concentrated only on the motion. On the motion, the wordings, it's extremely important to drive home the point. And second thing is, whenever any statistics or data, it's good to quote the source. So it's a reliable, it should not be able to the opposition party to rebut or anything like that. And it was done in an excellent spirit, well organized. So these are just few points which it's like a battle, you know. I kill one, you kill two, and especially in the conclusion, one team has to clearly say that, look, these guys could not rebut my points. So indirectly they score some brownie points. So these are some small tricks, but anyway, it's a long way to go. We are all learning. And thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you very much. And all of these leaders have put in their remarks, and I think yes, the asking for the recording, as I mentioned earlier, and Samir Yunus was also asking for the recording. That was great because there is some content in it. That's why they were asking for those recording. In fact, he wanted to show it to the children. So I felt that, yes, this was an energetic debate and this was well conducted. And being a moderator myself or calling the dignitaries myself, I wouldn't like to comment much from my side. So, but it was an overall energetic debate. And I think most of the leaders have left. And as our Dr. Sheikh Shakil Anjum was telling, maybe if we call more leaders, it will become an overdose. So instead of doing that, let's.
What I was telling is, you don't ask me to talk too much, otherwise it will become overdose.
No, like asking, it will be like too much because we have contestants here and many of them have already asked. So I would like to hand over the lecture back to our area director, and thank you for giving me an opportunity for doing this, which I was not able to express last time because the moment I mentioned back to Zahid Sheikh and he was ready to take the lecture and he took the lecture from me, so I was not able to express it, but now I would like to explicitly express that. Thank you for giving me an opportunity. And again, once more, for a second time. And with this, I would like to hand over the lecture back to our Toastmaster Mohan Bose. And I hope we will have such fine sessions coming up in future. Back to you, sir.
Thank you, DTM Vinod Kumar, for your wonderful words and successfully handling the dignitary address. Now we are come to an end. Dear dignitaries and Toastmasters and friends and guests, again, coming month, we are having another one education session. The announcement will come soon. We are working with our team and the executive committee, what and where we have to do it. We will come back with this. And I have the recordings and two of us recorded this. We will share within 3 or 4 days all the video to you guys. With this, I adjourn this meeting. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody. It was lovely. Thank you, Area Director. Thank you, DTM Parag Patil, Chief Judge Sheikh Shakil Anjum. Thank you very much.
In fact, it was good to come in face to face with some veteran leaders.
Oh, yes.